Hey Rovers, welcome back to the channel. Today's a big one. Cartethyia's and Lupa's official drip marketing is finally here, and both of them looks absolutely stunning. From the design to the animations, Kuro is really stepping up their game. I want to know what you think though. Drop your first impressions in the comments down below. Now let's get into everything we know so far. Let's go. So first things first. Cartethyia is a 5-star arrow resonator, and her weapon will be a sword. I highly doubt that the sword would look like anything we see in Fleur-de-Lis boss fight since we get that sword as an echo already. And I don't think wuwa will repeat their design, so something different or a new spin on that is surely in the works. She'll feature a dual form mechanic, letting players switch between her younger form and her transformed adult form, similar to how Zani and Camellia work. When Cartethyia transforms, she loses a certain percentage of her maximum HP and a certain percentage of her extra dual resistance, which are converted into attack power. She also gains a fixed amount of lifesteal and a brand new set of skills. As for her banner, she's expected to drop in the first phase of version 2.4, which kicks off on June 12, 2025. So if you're planning to pull, now's the time to start saving. Now here's where it gets interesting. Kuro is being unusually tight-lipped about her. So tight-lipped, in fact, that even veteran leakers are staying quiet. There are even rumors she might not appear in the usual 2.4 test server, which is wild. We've even gotten footage of Furlova, a 2.5 character, before Cartethyia. That just shows how secretive they're being about her gameplay. Next we have Lupa, a 5-star fusion resonator from Septimont, with her weapon being a broadblade. Although as you can see in her promotional art, Lupa will be wielding a giant polearm during combat in her attack animations. This is very similar to Jian, as he is also a broadblade user, but uses a spear in his attack animations. And where Jian has a wind dragon showing up in his attacks, we can clearly see fiery hounds getting unleashed by her in the attacks. She is supposed to provide fusion and normal attack buffs. Also, she works in a similar fashion to Danjin, where her damage output increases due to reduction in her HP. Lupa is going to be released in the second phase of version 2.4, which will be likely around July 4th, 2025. Now coming on to Team Synergies, Cartethyia should work fine with Shikona, with her being an excellent buffer and sub-DPS role, whereas Arrow Rover being a great budget option, which perfectly matches with Cartethyia's arrow erosion mechanics. But the best part? Cartethyia doesn't depend on any one unit to perform. Unlike Zani needing Phoebe to function at full power, that flexibility is huge if you don't want to be locked into rigid comps. And coming to Lupa, the last piece of the fusion team puzzle is finally here. Lupa will have the best team synergy with Brant and Changli. Together, they are going to burn through those towers of adversity, I guess. With 2.4 update, we will be getting a new map expansion. This time, players will explore the city-state of Septimont, located southeast of Bayor Waters. Although affiliated with Renacida, it has its own governing body and boasts a majestic coliseum. It is a hub for warriors such as Lupa herself. Not only that, but a new boss is also going to be introduced to us here, along with a new echo set for players to farm, which will likely be the best-in-slot echo set for both Cartethyia and Lupa, since they both have an HP drain mechanic. The new echo set, Wrath of the Deep, has some interesting effects. The 2PC set grants a 10% HP increase to the resonator, while the 5PC set increases the max HP to an additional 20% when the resonator has a shield. And upon losing HP, the resonator's crit rate is increased by 5% for 15 seconds, triggered once every second, stacking up to 3 times. Wow, that's a 15% crit rate bonus in total. I'm gonna make great use of my crystal solvents to farm this set for both Cartethyia and Lupa. What about you? But that's not all. During the version 2.4 update, we will have the rerun banners for both Carlotta and Changli in Phase 1 and Phase 2 respectively, along with their new summer skin packs. Of course it's going to be paid, but the skin packs don't only offer a new resonator skin, but also a new weapon skin, some new attack animations, and some banners as we know already from Jinxi's skin pack launch. And if that's not all, wuwa devs are also giving away a voucher worth 300 Lunites to all players for free, via in-game mail during the launch of 2.4, which they can use to avail the discount on the skin pack. I'm definitely pulling for Changli's skin pack. What about you guys? Lastly, we'll also get our first official glimpse at 2 future characters in the story, Augusta and Younuo. Both are already generating hype, and seeing them show up in the main story quest will only add to the excitement. Just like we got introduced to Shikona in 2.2, Augusta and Younuo are set arrive in version 2.6 for players to pull for. That's everything we know so far about the upcoming version 2.4. I'm super hyped to see Cartethyia and Lupa's kit to play out in-game, especially with all the aerial mobility and transformation mechanics of Cartethyia. Are you planning to pull for her? Or are you more curious about Lupa and the future characters like Augusta and Younuo? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll reply to every one of them. My name is TJ, you're watching Wuthering Vibes, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.